back to my channel. Brand new, brand new, brand new, brand new, brand new live stream. We are here, okay? We are going to be doing some pantry cooking. I am making some shrimp balls for this week. And I'm just taking you through the steps of what I do to make them because I did make them. There is a video coming out about it at some point. And this is just something that has kept me going when I can't cook during the week because I'll be honest with you, I'm tired. So I'm trying to make grab and go things so that my lunch, my breakfast, my dinners, my snacks are just easy for me, unless it's something that I actually want to cook. Okay. So we're just starting out with some shrimp. I still have a little more left in the freezer, but we're just starting out with some shrimp here. They're not frozen. I shelled them. They're defrosted. All that stuff. Okay. So we are going to just chop them up. You can use a little knife, a big knife, use whatever you got. If you want to use your food processor, you can. I'm just going to check my audio to make sure I can hear what's happening. Okay, audio is great. So, basically, any shrimp works, honestly. I go in with you can go in with whatever. You kind of just want some chunks, right? Wrong one. But you kind of want some chunks. And then you're gonna go in with like a French knife, which is like your bigger knife that you usually use in the kitchen. Most people I like using the small knives. Don't ask me why. But I cut them up with the knife. Sometimes, honestly, with my scissors. If I don't wanna, you know, be be here for a long time, I use my scissors and cut it up. But I'm just separating right now. But again, if you want to use your food processor, you can. I just don't because this is just easier for me. Less things to clean. You already know. So we're just gonna be making some shrimp balls today. I like that they're quick and easy, grab and go. Because once they're cooked, they're cooked. All you have to do is pretty much heat it up. If you want sauce, you can make sauce with it. I usually just eat mine with like, or I would make like a fried rice and throw my shrimp balls in there, pretty much. So that's what we're doing. We're just prepping this so that I have some protein for the week. And we're using pretty simple ingredients. I was going to say basic, but simple ingredients. I'm going to add potato in here, just one potato. That will help to bind it and give it like body, make it a little more filling. Feel like if you want to be adventurous, you can use like sweet potato. I say use whatever you got. That's what I do. But I have one potato left, so that's what you think. But this is just the rough cut that you can see. How much shrimp depends on what you got. I can measure this. I just use what I had. So we're just gonna go like this with your knife. Just to get the pieces a little smaller, because the point is just to let your shrimp stretch a little, especially if you have a limited amount. So I don't know about you, but everything that I have is always in limited amounts at the present moment. So I do what I can to stretch what I have to make it work. The size of your balls also determines how many portions you're gonna have. But I'm just doing it to spread it out. As you can see, the pieces got a little smaller. It should be good. I try to do this weekly, not the same thing, but like different pantry prep, meal prep. Sometimes it's fish. Well, just cook a bunch of fish. That's all I eat. Fish, fish and shrimp. So I'll just cook a bunch of fish, have some in the fridge, have some in the freezer, and when I want it, I just pull it up. And I'll switch it up in terms of like making a sauce to go with it because honestly, I cannot do. Wait, what? Oh, hello. I'm good. How are you? Sorry, I didn't see your message. Carson, how are you? Just, choose what you got. So again, we're gonna be using simple ingredients, but as you can see, this is a shrimp. I'm gonna just go one more, mince it one more, and we should be good. You don't need fancy equipment. You don't have a food processor, use a knife. Pretty much. Make sure you shell your shrimp, devein it, wash it, and then there you go. I think that's enough because we will have some chunks and it will be enough. So I'm just gonna add this to my bowl. Start. Now, if you are a person that you're particular about like textures and things touching, just use some gloves. Okay? Use some gloves. That's all I got. Just use gloves. I will use gloves when I'm actually mixing this because I don't feel like I want anything touching. Thank you. I hope you're having a good day. Okay, so this is what we're starting from. Okay, it doesn't look like much. It's a little. This is one potato. I just boiled it just to soften it. This is what we're going to be using. It should be cooled. I'm just going to run a little water on this because I pretty much just boiled this. I don't want it too hot because I don't want to cook my shrimp before it's time to cook my shrimp. Pretty much. I am using the skin on the potato. However, you do not have to. This is a preference. For me, I'm using the skin because I just want it to be filling. The more stuff, the less the less that I have to add all these extra stuff. It's just better. So we have potato, and we are going to add some seasoning. I think this is where you do what you want. Just like- So I'm gonna add some chili powder. This is like my go-to. It's like my real to thing. A bit of black pepper. You can use brown black pepper, cracked black pepper. Doesn't matter. I'm just picking the one that's closest to me right now. You can add in some dry garlic. So like with that garlic powder, I'm also gonna chili flakes just for a little oomph, right? I don't really like pepper, but this is not too hot for me. It's just right. I'm gonna add in a little bit of salt. Use the salt of your choice. But this is where you get to choose how you want your meals, right? Sorry. Hi, Crazy Fox. That's shrimp. We're making shrimp balls. I'm gonna add in a little bit of soy sauce, just a tad bit, a little bit, and I'm going to add a little bit of roasted garlic because that's just what I want, right? Flavor wise. A little bit of roasted garlic, just a little. Honestly, if I'm gonna measure it, maybe like half a teaspoon, full teaspoon of it. That thing is, you're not gonna be able to taste it until. Oh, I hope you have fun. We're gonna have a little bits of olive oil. If you do not have olive oil, don't worry. Use vegetable oil. Use whatever oil you got. This is me just using oil, okay? You use whatever oil you have to make it work. We are gonna add an egg into here, but not yet. Just one egg. All my eggs are done. And I keep this because when I buy my 30 pack, I usually just put pick them out. So I'm gonna keep. Now here is where you just kind of mix it all together, mush and season. So as you can see, it looks nasty. Okay, but you kind of just mush everything together. Make sure things are blended in. Now, if you want to use ah, what's that thing called? I have it. So breadcrumbs. So if you want to use something like this, you can. It's just gonna give it like a extra layer of crunch. It's gonna have it being filled out just a little because sometimes shrimp isn't as filling. So you have to eat a lot of shrimp for it to be filling. But yeah, see, it really doesn't look pretty. To be honest, if you don't want to add like don't have to, because I'm pretty sure if you just ball that up and bake it, it'll be fine. Just add an egg, again, extra protein for me and more filling. But yeah, it's not pretty by any means. It sure is going to be delicious. Just saying. Sorry, if I'm missing your messages, it's because my eyes are focused on you. So what are you gonna be doing today, Carson? Carson? Yes, Carson. Okay, T. Yes, ma'am. We are making our shrimp balls. But as you can see, this is why I say to wear gloves because I know y'all don't want to see your hands like this, you know? Some people have texture aversions and stuff like that. For me, I don't like for my hands. But yeah, so if you wanted to just make this just like this, you can without the egg. I'm going to be using the egg, extra protein for me, but just butter. This is how I got the excess stuff off of my hands. I just use a butter knife just to make sure because we're not trying to waste this precious thing. Now, here's the other thing to keep in mind. Let's just say you don't season this to your liking, like it doesn't have enough salt or anything like that. It's fine. You know why? Because when you actually cook it, when you make a meal out of it, so let's say you want to make some rice veggies with this. You make a sauce and you put it in the pan with the sauce. Boom, you get extra added seasoning on there, right? That's all you really got to think about. So that's it right here. This is just oil, shrimp, seasoning, and one potato. That's it. It's already binded, but I am gonna add the egg because I want extra protein. It's just my because what you're gonna do, you're gonna let it chill in the fridge not for a long period, 5-10 minutes if you want longer, 30 minutes. But like I said, the egg not necessarily. necessary. It's just added protein for me. Just because of how my schedule is, it's just added protein. You can. So you can have that. And pretty much anything that I'm telling you, I want to say it's optional because it's your kitchen. Eggs are definitely optional, but I'm happy I added the eggs so I can show you. So if you see like this, it's like a little like, I don't know, that looks kind of slimy and soupy. Ooh, a little bread. If you don't have breadcrumbs, don't. This just gives it a nice little crunch as well. Now, if you don't have breadcrumbs, right, and you want to make this exactly like how you see me doing it, don't have breadcrumbs. You know what I would do? I would take a slice of bread, pop it in the oven, and dry it out. That's exactly what I would do. Dry it out, and then once, not burn, don't burn it, just dry it out. Okay. Once that's done, all you gotta do is just use the edge of your knife and break it up. Use a grater. Use your hands. Use something to break it up. And then boom. Is that a way of making breadcrumbs? No. But is that a way of making something that's gonna work? Yes. I don't follow the rules. So if you come here for rules, that's not me. I ain't gonna do it. I am not gonna do it. What you say? You'll send me a what? I said you football party snacks. I'm like, ooh, nice. I'm excited to see those. As you can see, just by adding a little bit of breadcrumbs, it's thickened up. It's not as loose as it was, which is fine. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let this chill in the freezer because we don't have 30 minutes. I'm not doing that. But essentially you let it chill in the fridge for about 30 minutes. 15 to 30 minutes, depending on how cold your fridge is. This will help it just to solidify a little and you'll be able to roll it. Now, what's going to happen if we try to do this and this doesn't roll? I don't know. Like, I've done this before multiple times. But whenever we have live streams, things just do whatever they want to do. So this is what I'm saying. Who knows what's going to happen? Okay, nice, nice, nice. Yeah, I'm starting my day out early because I have like a lot of assignments to do. And yesterday was my one day I decided not to do anything. Like I slept because I was at school pretty much all week. So yeah. So now that we have that, as you can see, it's not as runny as it was. Ish, it's okay. We're gonna just cover this and put this in the freezer just chill a little. And while that is chilling, I'm gonna set up a little. I'm contemplating because we can do the little oven or the fall. You guys get to vote. If we do the little oven, you get to see what's happening here. If we do the big oven, you just get to see me. I don't think I look very presentable at the moment. Washed my hair this morning, and today is just one of those days. Yeah, so you let that chill, or you don't need anything fancy, anything. And we're gonna bake it. Some people fry it. I'm just not frying anything right now. Oh, nice. You know, I started coloring. I have a little video. I'm just so behind at life right now. I started coloring just to regulate myself. Like honestly, it's been like the best thing ever. Just think about it. Things that we did as children automatically. didn't think about it. But it's just helped me to just soothe my anxiety and my ADHD brain and just let me focus in. Okay. It's been a godsend. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna do puzzles later this year, but right now coloring is my not the moment. I'm just tidying up here before we set up our little oven so that we can cook our shrimp balls. But again, this is just what I like to do. Um, I prefer to prep on Fridays. I know today is Saturday, but I do prefer prepping on Fridays, getting everything like the massive stuff out of the way, baking everything out of the way, because I just want to relax versus being in a kitchen. But it just didn't work out that way. So now we're here. I made some banana fritters so that I can have that as snacks. Like there's just a few things. There's a few things that I'm doing when it comes to prepping. I don't literally prep meals because I know some people prep actual meals. Oh, I don't know. Maybe you gotta type some more. I know, some people actually prep full meals. I prep my meals in stages. So I would do if I have staples frozen like rice, pasta, and stuff like that. I would prep my protein if I don't have any protein. I would prep veggies. The other day I roasted a bunch of veggies, froze them, grab and go. Because I cannot. I literally cannot. This coming home from work or school to cook. Nope, 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 nope. It's too much. It's tiring. Especially on like my long days, I'm not coming home to cook. I'm coming home to pop something in the oven or the microwave or put something on a pot, heat it up. You can't, you know. But I'm just trying to make my life easier. So today is just shrimp balls because that is what I actually want to eat this week. Um, I tried doing meals, honestly, see, it didn't work for me. Unless it's a meal like, let's say, lasagna, which I'm pretty sure at some point this week I'm gonna make some and freeze it, like lasagna rolls, because I get bored very easily. And I don't like leftovers, which is weird that I'm doing all of it. Like, I really don't. So, like, if I cook a meal and I have one, like I have leftovers, I'll probably eat that leftovers the next day, and that's it. Whereas if I cook them separately, I get to decide which aspect of the food I want. So if I want rice today, I could make fried rice. I could do plain rice. I could do rice and broccoli because broccoli's life, right? I don't have to actually eat the meal that was made. So I think this works better for me. But I get it. I know a lot of people do meals because it's just a lot easier. It makes more sense for their household, which is fine. So you just gotta find what works for you. Last week we did the sweet potato wraps, and I made them for breakfast because I still had some egg yolks that I made. Like everything is just frozen, grab and go. And I like doing it that way because I waste less food. You see what I'm saying? I find that when I'm not like strategic this way, something might fall in the wayside and spoil, and then I get mad because that's a lot. Insane. Things are too expensive, way too expensive. So if you're just joining, I am just tidying up here before I take my shrimp balls out of the freezer. They're just chilling, just to solidify a little, make it easier to roll. And yeah, once we do that, we'll bake it. We're not We're not frying them, we're baking them. Now, they should hold, they should keep their shape, should keyword. Oh, we'll see. What'd you say, T? Nice. Yeah, no, I tell you, I love that you're doing all of that. Because watch me talking about I'm gonna do that and then I'm gonna just eat all of it, even though it's for something else. But no, you guys have helped me too because you guys let me know what you do, how you do it, and I kind of just, adopt it to fit my lifestyle because I'm still doing the pantry challenge. The only thing is, I do have to post a picture because I did break my own rule once. I got myself some bananas and mangoes. The bananas were $3 and the mangoes were $2 or either one. So I spent $5. Um, that were on the clearance rack. Supermarkets have clearance racks for things they're trying to get rid of before they go back. That's where I got it from. So I got it because I love me banana whatever. So I'm gonna be making banana bread, banana muffin, banana whatever for my snacks. I already made fritters. So that is what I'm trying to think if the pictures are on this phone so I can show you. But I definitely made fritters, but I bought two things recently. And let's be real, that's pretty much what I was able to afford. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to think. Okay, here it is. There we go. So the mangoes were $3 and the banana was $2. It was a lot. It was actually a lot. I think banana wise, I had over 10 of them in that bag, maybe 10 to 12 bag. So that was me breaking my pantry rule um, because I went to the pharmacy and I decided to go into the supermarket. So there's that. But they've been good. I'm happy about it. I'm not mad. And then last night I made these guys with the bananas. So you got to see. Oh, hey, Juliana. Oh, you're in Scotland? Nice. I'm telling you, the way how, the way how I'm just like, you know, I'm kind of sometimes happy that I'm a little single because this whole where my dinner at? What dinner? You got because no. All right. Thanks for joining, Carson. We are making shrimp balls. These are tea, deep clean. Yes. Deep clean is good. Freezer empty is definitely good. Okay. I'm going to set up our um you guys need to vote. Are we doing the big oven or the little oven? Do you want to see? Do you want to see it? Cook. Do you want to see it? You know what? I override you guys. Yes, we're gonna go. We're gonna do the little guy. Um. So essentially, this is what they're supposed to look like. Supposed to. We'll see what happens today. Okay. Well. Okay. So we're gonna set up our oven. If you are new, we got two ovens. Okay. We got the little guy, which is this one, and then we got the big one, who sometimes, don't worry, you're gonna get to see. Don't worry, don't worry. Okay. Sometimes we have the big guy who sometimes wanna work. And then sometimes he's a hater. Okay. He's a whole hater. But this little guy, well, it's a she. Her name is Gormia. Okay, Gormia is here to show y'all how we do things. Right. So check on mushroom bowl. They're not moving. I'm gonna give them like a few more minutes. Don't pause. A few more minutes, and then we are going to wrap it up, roll it up, get ready to go. I'm gonna prep my pan with my foil. You're calling for your chair now. I got you, girl. Don't worry. I got you. I got you. I got you. I got you. Julianne, you better lay claim, okay? Jan said she wasn't trying to beg for food. You're not begging. You're letting us know you want your share, girl. Okay. And I do want to apologize. You guys haven't actually gotten a video this week. Been a busy week. I'm sorry. School just trumped everything this week. Life, everything. Absolutely. Okay. Now, what am I doing? I'm looking for my bowls. We are going to scoop. These look like the same size, but they're not the same size. Now, I'm going to be using cookie scoops. You don't have to. Anytime I tell you I'm using something, you don't have to. Okay. You can use your, what is this? Measuring spoon. You can use your measuring spoon. Here's the thing. Okay. You know, you got to pack. I have a pack here. You got to pack. You got a tablespoon, half tablespoon, 1 teaspoon, and all that jazz. Depending on how many balls you're trying to get, will determine the size that you use. I think this is a little too big, so then I'd probably use something like this, right? Now, this is kind of in between. It might be the same size as the tablespoon. You just get to determine the size, right? You get to determine. You get to determine the size. I do that too. See, like I pinch and roll, but sometimes I use one of these as a guide, and then I kind of pinch and go through. So, I'm just giving the people options because some people might be like, "Well, I don't want to touch it." I'm going to be like, don't touch it. Just do whatever you want to do. But yeah, I just kind of use it as a guide because sometimes I eyeball a little too much or not enough. So I'm going to put on my gloves. Um, okay, let's wait until all the that's on. I'm going to put my gloves on and then we're going to do the thing. Now, here's the thing, they can actually be close together. They're not going to spread. They're going to spread? This is one of those things, man. Every time, every single time, okay? Every time we come on live stream, it's just magically happen. It's never happened before. Okay, this is in the freezer for about 5, 10 minutes. If you have time, just put it in the fridge for about 30 minutes, 20 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes. You just want it to be less runny, more solid, easy to scoop, easy to roll. And I'm trying to remember the last time I made these. I don't even think I actually rolled them. I kind of just scooped them up about my business. I'm giving you options. Options. These are also options. Okay? You could use these as well. You don't have to use anything fancy. You could just, let me show you. You could just do this. Hit, scoop, roll. That's it. You don't need nothing fancy. I promise you. Don't listen to these people that trying to sell you stuff. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm just telling you, use what you got. Okay? If all you got is this little itty bitty spoon, that's what you got. And that's what you use. You can kind of gauge to make them all the same size. They'll look all the same size. It is up to you. You use what you have. Remember, side of the internet, I don't follow rules. I do what I want to do. Okay? That's all I do. I do what I want to do. I don't care if someone's using a food processor, if someone's using something to roll it, kind of make do with what I got till I get better. You want to make them big, make them big. Want to make them small, make them small. Mines are going to be all over the place, and that's okay for me. One's actually really small. It's going to be okay for me. Why? Because the more meat I have, the better. Okay? But this one's a little too small. So what's up, guys? I know rolling is like the most tedious, boring aspect of this entire thing. Now, if you see black, that's the potato skin. I kept the potato skin in because I wanted the potato skin in. Do you understand what I'm saying? If you make these and you do not want the potato skin in, do not cook the potatoes with the skin. You see how easy that is? Simple. What you say? This one I did. I don't always do breadcrumbs because I don't always have breadcrumbs, but I did add breadcrumbs in it because I was illustrating what can happen if it's too runny. So I added the breadcrumbs to give it a little body and to allow it to have a nice little crunch. Now, do you see all of this? Still needs to be chilled, right? If you realize you're trying to roll it and it's just not working, pop it back in the fridge. That's all you could do, okay? You don't have to freak out. Just pop it back in and you'll get yourself a nice firm enough mixture that you can actually roll and you have no issues rolling. Okay? Me, you already know. Same things. I don't follow the rules. Do what I want. What you say? Oh. If I'm missing your messages, I will always scroll back up to check them out. So remember when I was cutting it, I was telling you you get chunks. It might look like it's not chunky, but you get bits and pieces of chunks all throughout. That's why I cut it the way I do, because each bite you will definitely get shrimp. You're not just eating potato, you're eating shrimp balls. Okay? It's all the juice, flavor, food. It kind of just how's everyone's Saturday going? Because this is like an intermission while I roll the shrimp balls until we bake the shrimp balls and then we eat the shrimp balls. Yes, my happy food dance, even though it's not done yet. Oh, jeez, the drama that is me. How's everyone's Saturday going? How's your weekend? What did you do? What do you plan on doing? What is going on? So again, if you aren't just joining, we're making shrimp balls. We have shrimp, we have potato, we also have egg, and we also have a little bit of breadcrumbs. Are they all necessary? No. But I like it that way because I get more protein because of the eggs. It's a little more filling because of the breadcrumbs and the potato. and it lasts. If you want them to be uniform, perfectly round, like meatball round, honestly, use a cookie scoop. Again, I kind of just use what I got. A cookie scoop, but I want to show you that you don't need to have anything fancy. To some people, a cookie scoop is fancy. You don't need to have a cookie scoop. You just need your hands and a spoon. We all got spoons. Supposed to all have spoons. So you kind of just make it work. If it's too soft to roll, again, put it back in the fridge. I'm just not putting it back in the fridge because last time, not this time. Okay. I clean up my gloves. I think right here would be really important to wear gloves because it's a little messy. And if you have texture aversion, because right now, I can tell you right now, if anyone joins this live and they see this, they're like, oh my, this is nasty. Is it going to taste good? It'll taste real good. So yeah, just wear some gloves for this, just so that, you don't freak yourself out. Because I'm going to tell you right now, it doesn't feel nice, but it's also food, right? I don't wear gloves all the time, especially depending on what I'm cooking. But that's, I don't want it's not what I want. Yeah, to move you because I need more space to drop one. And again, you do not have to put them too far apart because they don't spread. And if they do spread today, they're calling me a liar, but they do not spread. They kind of just bake in its place and you don't really have to worry about anything, right? If you wanted to fry these, I think you could, but don't ask me if you can fry it with this recipe. You probably could, because what I would do if I was going to fry it, tell you a lot of meat in one chunk. I would roll them in balls. This is exactly how I would do it. Stop it. I roll them in balls, and then I would put them in the freezer and let them chill for a bit. Probably coat them in, I don't know what, or coat them in something. Maybe light flour. I don't know. And then once they're semi hard, then I would fry them because I just really think that that would work for this recipe. I'm not sure if rolling them right now and just dumping it in if they're gonna hold, even if the oil is extremely hot. I just don't think that. I think these need a little help for it to be fine in the freezer. I mean, absolutely. Again, I know it does not look pleasant, but they smell good. As long as you season them the way you want to, you'll be fine. Are they gonna be perfect balls? No, maybe, yeah. That's all about you and what you want. I'm just making a little space here. So again, use what you got. Okay. This has potato, eggs, a little bit of breadcrumbs, some shrimp, salt, pepper, soy sauce, chili flakes, chili powder, good garlic, dried garlic, dried black. Black. That's it. Nothing special. These are ingredients most of you have. You guys probably have a lot more seasoning than I do. Use what you got. Okay. That's the only thing that I can tell you is use what you have and make the best meal possible. I don't try to tell you to, oh, this won't. If you do, it'll work. If you have something significantly different, it'll still work, but it'll be different. That's it. Oh, that's cooking. You just make your version of a thing. Why do I feel like these guys are just way too big? Why are you so fat? You're too fat for real. Okay, so just bear with me. This is the time consuming portion of the live stream because it definitely takes a while to roll. Sometimes you gotta re-roll. Some might be too big, some might be too small. But if size does not matter to you, you shouldn't care. That's what to do. Wait, what you said? No, you don't. You got more seasoning. Of course, you got more seasoning than me. I am not KFC girl. Okay, not have 11 herbs and spices. Five. My faithful five. Okay, listen, just I like what I like. Okay, I don't need all that extra stuff for what. I will use thyme if I have thyme. I will use rosemary if I have rosemary. But if I don't, I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna say, "Well, that's can you cook this?" No, you just use what I got. Okay. Oh yeah, you guys definitely have a more than I do. A lot more. I mean, I should get some props. Like, honestly, I have the why do we even have this? Is this just for color? Because are you giving a flavor? I got the important stuff. I need no onion. I want no onion. I got the important stuff. Garlic, salt, and pepper. You know how much good stuff comes out of that? Fuck it. Okay, I'm just cleaning up just to get all this good stuff because this right here is flavor. Okay, this is shrimp filled because the shrimp is just taste at this point. Coming on to the end, it's shrimp filled. So I'm going to try to move some stuff. And the longer they sit out, the better it will be. Honestly, they're getting some air. There's like honestly, they're solidifying. They're getting firm, forming a nice little skin on top, which actually helps you. Okay, body type different. This is not like flour, like a flour product where you leave the flour, you get your uncovered, and then all of a sudden you're it's not useful. So mm, we could probably do two small ones or one big one. Either way, first. Oh, jeez. Okay. This is the messy part of this thing. Very messy. Just want to make sure we get all of it. Yeah, so we can do two small ones, not one big one. One big one is gonna just be like, so this is one. Gonna follow. And then we're gonna do the last one. And then we're done with the messy portion. But pretty much this is what I do. This is the process that I go through. And to be honest, if you have like let's just say you have spinach, you can throw some spinach in this bad boy. Why? Because it's your food. reason. It's all going in the same place. You do not need a reason. Okay. Cut up some spinach, mix it up, done. You don't need a reason. So now that we have our shrimp balls ready to go, this is what they're like. See, they all look like. They look a bit uniform. They look perfectly fine. Um, so now I'm going to preheat the oven. We are going to use the bake setting. We are not using convection or anything like that. And I am putting it at 350 because that's usually what I use for the big oven. But we are going to preheat the oven. One of these which is super big, so that's fine. I know what's going to happen. We are going to, you can brush it, you can drizzle it, you can do whatever. It actually just helps with the cooking in terms of like browning and stuff like that. It helps. But I'm just walking you through the steps of actually just what I do. I'm not changing it because we're live during make it and it'll be useful. So you can be fancy. Here, you can brush, right? You kind of just want oil to be on top, drizzle down to the bottom so it won't really stick or burn. And it'll be a nice, like, golden color. Even though there's olive oil on the inside, it still needs a look. This is just vegetable oil. If you don't have olive oil for your inside, like your filling, use vegetable oil. Use whatever. I've done it with vegetable oil. I've done it with grapeseed oil. I've done it with avocado oil. I've done it with pretty much whatever oil I have. Okay? I don't discriminate. I kind of just do this. If you don't want to use oil, you can use your spray. You know those spray oils? Those spray oils. Tolerance. I was gonna say spam. Pam, you can spray it with Pam. So you want a roll this way or a roll this way? Choose wisely, girl. Choose wisely. I'm just saying. Which roll you want? You want this way? Because this way gives you 6. This way gives you 5. This way gives you 6. Pick a row. Pick a side. Okay. Now, if you also want it to be like really fancy, you can sprinkle some whatever, some dried whatever. And when I say whatever, I literally you could do some chili flakes, right? I'm just doing it because I'm talking about it. You do some chili flakes, you're good. If you have like a everything seasoning type thing, you can do that too. You know what I'm saying? Okay, you want the one with the sticks? I got you, girl. I got you. But pretty much, you kind of just wing it. And then we have it. We are going to bake this in gourmet. The oven is preheating. We're gonna bake it, and we're gonna see. We got it should hold its shape. It should bake like this, and we should be good. Okay, so my only thing is it's gonna dirty up this oven. I don't want to clean it. We're gonna put it in, and we're not covering it because I don't think I covered it the last time. So we gonna make it. Okay, gourmet is on the way. Okay, can you see it? You can see it. The timer. We're gonna set the timer for 20 minutes. It might take shorter time because it's shrimp. The 20 minutes is a buffer because at the 10-minute mark, you'll start smelling stuff. I mean, you'll start smelling stuff at like the 5 minute mark. But at the 10 minute mark, you'll decide whether or not you want to like rotate the pan, if you want to lift them up so they don't get stuck at the bottom. And then you can see how long it's going to take. You don't even have to taste it. You'll know. You'll see it. I'm telling you, I promise you. But that's pretty much how we do this. I'm looking at the poll. So 54% of people say it depends. Do you meal prep weekly? It depends. They wing it. I mean, I'm in the wing it club. And then 8% said they do it every single week. 15% say they try to, but not always. I get that. I'm like that too. And then 23% say nah, it's too much work. No, I get that. I get that a lot. But I don't do it either. So the oven's at 350. If you're using like a tabletop oven, I'm using the bake. If you're gonna use a regular big oven, like this guy, 350, same thing, 350. The universal baking code, 350. Some things require more heat, some things require less, but 350. Okay. If this starts to spread, I don't know what to tell you. But we have that there. That's going. We're good to go. So I got a rope for you guys. Don't worry. Got a rope for all you guys. And now that that's doing, I'm gonna sit here and eat one of my banana fritters that I made yesterday with sourdough, of course, because Fred is also live. Look, do you see this? So good. It's so delicious. Okay. Now I need to get into this. Get into it. Where did Juliana go? But I swear, Juliana's not saying what she wants. So I can't help her. She's out here helping people by getting their shares for them. I don't even understand. I do not understand. But it's okay. She's looking out for the group. She's looking out for the group. Listen, if y'all ever wanna use up your bananas and your sourdough discard, make some banana fritters. There's literally a video on my channel. They said don't get high on your own supply? That is not for me. It's not for me. Right? I be eating my own supply. I'm just saying. 16 minutes left and this is already smelling. You can smell it. It's good. Hey, Mr. Perfection, how you doing? How you doing? But yeah, no. And what I did this time around, I added a little bit of baking soda. Just that. Okay. And these are like the best fritters ever. It's so good. But these are definitely going to go in the freezer. And I can grab and go. Is he allergic to shrimp? I don't think this. He's allergic to something. I'm just remembering because you were taking up portions for them. I swear he's allergic to shrimp. Shellfish. I swear. Oh, this smells so good, guys. It actually smells amazing. This is my shameless plug. Subscribe to the channel. Like the stream. Okay. We have weekly live streams. Right now, the focus is pantry cooking because I am still doing my pantry challenge. But we have weekly live streams on anything. Hair care, cleaning, maybe. Chit-chatting, doing whatever. Yeah, he's allergic. That's what I remember. Okay, T, you and Juliana can split his share. Sorry, Miss Perfection. But it's definitely good. It's smelling good. Can y'all see the transformation? Or is it like Is it too bright? It's too dope. I'm gonna just leave it. I feel like there was like a pass. Okay, that looks better. So T, you get double the share. It is what it is. But it's all good though. So if I'm gonna be honest, this is about if we're gonna go to six side, that's about one, two, three, four, 5 meals. 5 meals. Because who's eating 3 balls? No, we're eating 5 to 6. We're eating 5 to 6. We're not eating three. We're not eating two. Okay. We're eating 5 to 6. I'm just saying. But this has been this has been good. So, join the live one. Obviously, if you're here, you're joining the live. But subscribe to the channel, like the stream. You already know we have a good time. We don't actually follow rules over here when it comes to cooking and all that stuff. We do what we want and we make things work on a budget. Okay. Budget life. Just saying. Budget, but not struggle life. Even though life is a struggle sometimes. Budget life. You use what you got. You make it work. Right now, we had some shrimp. We made shrimp balls. One potato left and one egg left. Can you imagine? I saved it just for this. I saved it just for this. Okay. So definitely join. We come back here weekly. Weekly live streams are typically on Saturday, but it can happen on Fridays. And we just have a good time. We make things and we make things from scratch all the time. And they laugh at me because I don't do spices. I don't do 11 herbs and spices. Even though my thing here is filled with spices, I use like 5. Just saying. We bake over here. We're learning sourdough. It's almost a year now that we've been doing sourdough, and that's been fun. So join the channel, subscribe, tell your friends to tell a friend. Come on over. Okay. What? You're getting your supplies together for the football game tomorrow. So I don't have the same day shift. Got you. I got you. You. They should have 2025. Like I feel like there should be like smell-o-vision. This smells amazing. 11 minutes left. They're looking good. As you can see, they didn't really spread much. If anything, they kind of contracted, like they clenched up, like butt squeeze. Like that's exactly what they did. And they hold their shapes. They're not doing anything abnormal. They're not really spreading. If they spread just the tad bits, but they kind of go up and then expand. They're smelling good. We are gonna get color because I like color over here on my stuff. So even if you like it like pale, which is fine, I will brownize just to get some color. And like I said, when you mix it, and let's just say you didn't season it to your liking because you ate one of them and they're not seasoned to your liking, don't worry about that. When you meal prep, as in when you prep a meal with these fruit balls, season the sauce. Don't make things hard for yourself. Just season the sauce. You know, if it's a tomato based sauce, put your seasoning in that. Roll the balls around and boom, done. If it's like a garlic sauce, that's all the seasoning you need. A little butter, a little bit of salt, boom, done. Tell you, we don't follow rules over here. Even if something actually says, add this, I'm gonna be like, do I really need to? I'm pretty sure I can make it without. And that is how our $20 challenge was born. Okay. My friend was like, girl, you're on a budget. Why not just do it this way? I was like, oh, snap. Boom. Go to the store, buy meals, $20, cook whatever you got for $20. Once you're done that, then you go into your pantry challenge because now you're using everything that's left over to make meals. Yeah, this world works. This is my world. Okay, this is absolutely my world. And this is looking so good. It's looking so good. I'm telling you, if you had some spinach, throw some spinach up in there. Oh, can you imagine this? Like, can you imagine if I actually made this into like a patty to make a burger? What? The best. But because my shrimp is limited, we're making balls because the balls will go a long way. But they smell good, they look good. They're starting to get a little bit of color, especially the ones in the back. Um, we have 9 more minutes left. Maybe at the 5 minute mark, I'm gonna go in and roll around. I don't see browning on the bottom that I want to see yet, and that will let me know when I'm ready to actually roll them. Because once I roll them, they're not gonna be nice and neat anymore. It's gonna be all over the place, which is fine, but they're gonna get color. They're gonna be rolling all up in the oil and get some color. Okay? And that's it. Typically, it really takes like I want to say it'll take like 30 minutes because we've been here for an hour, but that's just because I'm talking. But you can prep this with multiple other ones, like lentil balls, because I've done that. I was supposed to do it today, but didn't. Right? You can just prep a bunch of them. So I do shrimp, salmon, and lentil balls together and just bake everything one time. Not all three in one, three separate balls. I put the same things in there. The protein, potato, egg, seasoning. That is it. Nothing else, no flour. If I want to be fancy, I add breadcrumbs. That is it. They follow the same pattern. The only difference, it would have been like um spinach. Add a veggie in there. If you don't have spinach, honestly, try cutting up some carrots in there. Grate up some carrots and put it in. You don't have carrots, maybe do zucchini. But be careful, zucchini has a lot of water, right? So maybe squeeze the zucchini out and then pop it in. Either way, I try to get veggies up in my protein. I try to get veggies all in through there. There's no veggies in this, but that's fine. Pretty much what I'm telling you is use what you got, improvise, and you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Repeat after me. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Oh, this is smelling good. It's looking good. We got 6 more minutes left. I think at the 5 minute mark, I'm gonna rotate. We'll see. We'll see how I feel. But like I said, if you are new to me, this is it. This is what we do. We have a good old time. We eat good around here, even on a budget. Okay, even on a budget. It's smelling good. It's looking good. The color's coming through. Yeah, we're gonna rotate. Yeah, he can't eat nothing. He's allergic. Poor baby. That's okay. You'll eat all the other stuff that we got. It's all good. Okay, we're gonna rotate. Oh, yeah. See, I have no coordination because what is this? Gonna rotate. Okay, I'm just gonna move this over so you guys can get to see the full scope of what's gonna happen. I like giving you like the bird's eye view so you see, because we're gonna pull this out of the oven right now, and then we're gonna rotate. Where is my? There we go. are we gonna stop? No. Can we pause? Is that a stop? No, that's a pause. Oh, imagine I need to learn how to use this. It's 5 minutes left though, so that's okay. But the food's already done. Okay, there we go. So I'm gonna Ooh, look at this. Beautiful thing right here. It's looking, it's looking. I'm just trying to get them from being stuck. But then also too, you do know once it's cooked, it won't be stuck. Isn't that the golden rule? Y'all don't follow rules, man. Yeah, it needs to cook some more. I'm not even gonna touch it. We're just gonna rotate and let it cook. That's the rule, right? That's usually the rule. Usually. Yeah, it needs to so I mean 20 minutes might be enough because it's already cooked. But I want more color. That's one. And two, I absolutely want it to not be so it has 5 more minutes left, but I'm gonna and I'm gonna turn up the temperature to about 365 because I'm looking for color. That's all I want. What y'all talking about? Oh, roasted vegetables. How we got to 3 balls? Oh, I was saying, okay, that when I make this, I typically make shrimp balls, salmon balls, and lentil balls. That's 3 balls, okay? That's your 3 balls. Usually do that, right? Because then I got protein for the week. I still have some lentil balls in the fridge, the freezer. So yeah, I have some quinoa here. I'm gonna try to come up with something to make with my quinoa. I'm gonna make some lentil tofu to go with my lasagna rolls. Yeah. This is what we're about to do. Wait, what you talking about? Bailey's on ice cream? Um, where mine? I'm just eating stuff and not even offering me none. Rude. I so I have brown rice cooked in the freezer. I have white rice cooked in the freezer. I do have pasta as well cooked in the freezer along with roasted vegetables. But what am I going to eat with this today? Maybe nothing. But the vegetables that I have remaining right now, we have cabbage and carrots. That is all. Oh, we also have Brussels sprouts. So I might just roast up some veggies, honestly. Roast up some cabbage with some carrots, the Brussels sprouts. Just to have it, honestly. I like them, and that's all I have. So we haven't been to the supermarket like to physically shop for anything since December. We did Christmas because I showed you the pantries, the stuff that I got from the pantry. For the pantry, we we did before Christmas. I went and I got some stuff to make Christmas dinner, and then the week after Christmas, which is the last week in December, I went to the supermarket just to pick up a few more things because I had a little extra cash, and that's it. So we have not gone to the supermarket to do a re up or anything. We are in February. I know by the end of February, I need to go to the supermarket because I know food in itself. Okay, so we're getting color. The temperature is at 365. and I added 10 more minutes because we had 5 left. So I added 10 more minutes, and we're just gonna let it go because I just want color. I, I just want some color. Yes, so I have some quinoa, and I haven't actually made quinoa in a while. So I will probably make some quinoa. My way, you know, roast it on the stove with some butter, get that nutty flavor going. Some water, cover it, cook it. Obviously, a little bit of salt and pepper, a little bit of butter, a little bit of oil, that stuff. And then chop up some carrots and maybe Brussels sprouts. Because how am I gonna eat baby cabbage and big cabbage together? Let's pick a cabbage. Pick apart. Okay. Oh, this is looking good. This is smelling awesome. And then I'll probably add, because I like it that way, some dried cranberries and some dried raisins. Raisins are already dried. Some raisins and cranberries in there. Toss it up. It'll be good. I like it that way. It's like a quinoa salad, but it's not really. I just like eating it that way, right? The same thing with some of my rice. Sometimes I cook my rice like that. And I know some people are like, why did you put rice and raisins together or cranberry together? Because they go together in my world. Absolutely go in my world, right? Look at y'all separating and dividing up the food. Maybe I don't want to share today. Maybe today ain't the day y'all getting any. Just saying. Like you're just dividing up the food and what I'm gonna cook and what y'all gonna get. Come on now. But it smells good. It smells good and it looks good. Can I make a sauce for the like you want me to know, Juliana? You can absolutely make a sauce for the shrimp balls. You can absolutely make it. Do I want to make a sauce right now? No. I just realized I don't ever give y'all anything complete, right? I make the protein, but where's the sauce? Listen, the sauce is, you know, I'm gonna tell you how to make a quick sauce. Butter, ketchup, a little water, some roasted garlic, a little bit of lemon juice, salt and pepper. Done. If you don't want to use ketchup and you want to use tomatoes. Done. See how easy that is? So it sounds easy, but I don't want no sauce right now. What's my problem? I actually don't want sauce. Okay, this is smelling good. We are gonna take it off in a bit. And remember, I only have this right now here, this timer running down, um, and at the temperature that it is because I want it to get color. It's already cooked. Just saying. Fine, Juliana. Maybe I'll make the sauce. Juliana, I got homework to do. I really have homework to do, girl. I don't have time to make a sauce. See my face? I don't want to do this. I want to. I want to. Okay. While that is going, I'm just gonna do this really quickly because it was requested by Juliana for the sauce. So you guys are gonna change positions. Song change positions. Just like tea. When I get a chance, celebrate community goes on a page. Yes, yes. I like that tea. Do that. Encourage more people to do so. People be afraid. That's what the community time is for. Share what you got. Share what you're doing. I appreciate it all. Okay, so we're gonna make this quick sauce. Juliana requested that. We're using a little tiny pot. If you want to use a saucepan, use a saucepan. You don't have to. Okay, bring that. We're gonna take it out because I know. The thing is, you see when I put the oil on, this, I forgot, especially from the last experience, you should actually just brush the bottom with a little bit of oil. So it literally doesn't stick. These are sticking because the oil really was on top of it. And by the bottom, I mean underneath where the shrimp was sitting. So they do stick a little, but if you just, oil your baking pan lightly at the bottom, okay, and then you're not about to fall. So I don't know why you're doing this. Okay, we're gonna let that cool a little. We'll get that going. Okay, we're gonna make this sauce for Juliana, okay? I want to see how you do the sauce so I can replicate it. Okay, I got you. I got you, girl. Don't worry, don't worry. Even if I complain and say I don't want to do stuff, you know I'm gonna do it, girl. You know I got you guys. I got you guys, don't worry. Let's move this out of the way because why? Okay, sauce. Uh, Pot is on. I'm just gonna move this so just eat because I know my clumsy is gonna get into the way. Sauce, butter, salted, unsalted, doesn't matter. Any type of butter. I typically like using butter over oil because I always have butter. I don't have butter, I use oil. When I don't have oil, I use butter. And when I don't have either of them, I don't use anything. But I always have something that actually has oil. Honestly, like my roasted garlic, they got olive oil somewhere sitting down in there. So we have about, I want to say about a tablespoon of oil, of butter. Not oil, but butter. So you have a tablespoon of butter. Why are they restricting these? Oh, yeah. So about a tablespoon of butter. Honestly, if you want. I'm just taking a little bit because I don't always like sauce with my protein. So there's that. And yes, I'm going to be using my 5 herbs and spices, technically two. Okay, technically two. So we got some butter. We're going to add roasted garlic. If you have fresh garlic, you can. I just have roasted garlic because my garlics were starting to smell. Not like they were going bad, but you know when they're potent. So I just roasted all my garlics. But if you have fresh garlic, mince 2 to 3 cloves and add it in. Roasted garlic still works. If you don't have fresh garlic and you only have dried garlic, just powdered garlic, that works too. Okay, so we have that going here. So you kind of just want the butter to be hot, it's also to be hot. So we'll start to sizzle up, right? But again, roast with garlic and fresh garlic, the smell is going to be different. Still going to be garlic, but it's going to be a little different. Because roasted garlic just has a more pronounced flavor, but fresh garlic is more intense. Does that make sense to you? Yeah. Okay, we're going to add some chili flakes. If you don't like chili flakes, don't add this. This is just for, we're going to add a little chili powder. Why? Because this is a part of my 11 herbs and spices. Okay, don't judge. And lemon juice. Maybe about a tablespoon of lemon juice. If you got fresh lemon, half a lemon. Notice I didn't add like ketchup or anything yet. I haven't decided what I was gonna add yet. Because it just depends. Depends on how it looks. Depends on how it's going. I'm gonna add a teaspoon of soy sauce. My sauce all depends on how it looks and what I'm trying to get. So right now, this alone is good for me. But a little too thick. So we're gonna add a little bit of water. Why is everything falling? What? A little bit of water. What you say? Check the community tab on the page. Okay, you posted already. Good. That's right. Because I'm doing a pantry challenge, you guys need to post what you're doing on the community tab of all the meals that you've made. So this right here, this is just butter, garlic, water, lemon juice. If you have like maybe like a vegetable stock, you can add it. That tastes good. You can add seafood stock. Like I have a seafood stock. Seafood stock. If I wanted to, I can add it here, but I like to keep things simple for you guys. Mm. And my seafood stock was with crab and crab shells and shrimp shells. That was it. Okay, gonna add some salt. Using Himalayan salt here. Any salt. Okay. I didn't add any ketchup or anything yet. I'm gonna get taste down first. Use a little salt. If you have tomatoes, you can add them now. You can tomatoes, but I'm not ready to open it. So I'm just going to add a little bit of ketchup. This is really just for color. It will give you a flavor, but it's really just for color. Okay? And it didn't actually do much. It gives you a nice little color. Again, if you have like vegetable stock, you can actually use that. Give you more flavor. If you have seafood stock, you can add that here. But I keep it simple, honestly. Okay? It's coming together. Mm, I need some black pepper. I'm gonna use some cracked pepper because I do like that. Even though it's for like steak and stuff. Black pepper. It's like the fresh black pepper taste. Okay, so there we have it. All you do is taste to adjust. Taste to adjust. Taste it and adjust if needed. Feels like it's missing a little something. Might be a little too acidic because I added a little too much lemon juice, just a little bit, with sugar. I'm only doing that now because of the taste. Just a little bit. You don't need to add anything. If it's not acidic, you don't need to add a little acidic. The sugar kind of balances it out. There we go. So much better. Way better. I added just a little too much lemon juice. And as it thickens, it reduces. Yeah, so when it reduces, it thickens, and then the flavor is more intense. Want to add a little water, and then you're fine. And again, if you use fresh garlic, it'll have a nice garlicky flavor. I'm using roasted garlic. I get a nice roasted garlic flavor. They're different flavors, even though they're okay. I'm good with this. So remember when I was saying earlier, if you don't season your shrimp balls enough to your liking, that's where you make your sauce and you just season it. And that way you add your balls to your sauce or you don't. You add the sauce over the balls. You see what I'm saying? Like either way. If you like your protein with gravy, that's a good way for it to be. If you just want the gravy for like your staples, you have an option for that too. But this is our little sauce to accompany our shrimp balls. It's simple. It's garlic, a little bit of butter, a little bit of water, a little bit of lemon juice, a little bit of ketchup. That's it. If you had tomatoes, use tomatoes. If you had, there's also soy sauce in there. But yeah, if you had like maybe like red peppers, uh, sweet peppers, red, orange, yellow, you could cut them up in there. If you wanted to be fancy, cut up some carrots in there. The carrots will definitely soak up the sauce, make the carrot a little sweeter. Right? So there you have it. That's your sauce to accompany this delicious protein that we have. Okay? So that's it. Simple. Nothing hard, very special, very easy. And then these are the shrimp balls that we made today for my protein this week. The pan is cooled, they're still warm, but they're a lot easier to get up from the boil. I mean, they were when you guys weren't so close. But yeah, once you take it out, just let it chill for a bit, and you'll be able to just lift it up. Some of them will stay stuck. I don't know why, but it'll just be a little easier. Sometimes this is what I do. To be very honest. Sometimes I take the foil and I do this. Meaning, you see how easy that is? Do it from the bottom and it comes off. So you can do it that way. You don't have to dirty anything. It's easy. They're cool. They cool down really quickly, honestly. And you don't have to worry about much. You don't. That's really what I do. It depends on my kitchen. Some people are like, I'm eating this. I don't need this. I'm fine with this. But like I said, some of them will be stuck. No, like only one kind of stuck here. But okay, that tastes real good. And these are shrimp balls. Again, if you want them to be perfectly round, use a cookie scoop, but you also have to remember if they're not firm before you roll it, you will get a flat bottom. Okay? I don't care about the flat bottom. It's easier for me when I put it in my wrap. Flat bottoms all the way. But these are for false. One so fat. And yes, thank you for making me make the sauce, Juliana. Because I'm about to heat up my rice and eat it with my rice. Okay. So these are the shrimp balls that we have. Once they are fully cooled, I will separate them by 5 to 6s and freeze them. So they'll be grab and go. So again, this was our pantry cooking. That's our shrimp ball. And this is our little sauce that we made together to go with our shrimp balls. I like saying shrimp balls because they're so good. So good. This is what it looks on the inside. You get chunks of shrimp. Okay. You got chunks of shrimp. You got body from the potato. You got body from the eggs. It's filling and it's delicious. And even though there's eggs and potatoes in here, it is not heavy by any means. It is very light. You know you're eating shrimp. You don't get the egg flavor or anything of it. Right? This is straight up shrimp. I just had a piece that had a little too much chili flakes. And now my mouth's about to swell because I can't eat pepper. Woo! So I'm gonna let these just cool. I'm gonna let these just cool down. And then when I'm ready, I will freeze them. And these are gonna actually be, ooh, this is hot. Yeah, I can't eat spices. My mouth actually swells. Like I can get away with a little bit of chili flakes because I gauge it. But I had one that had a chili flake or two. Mm-mm. Okay. So yeah, that's it for our pantry cooking this week because these are gonna be frozen. They're gonna be grab and goes. They're gonna be put in my wrap. We made this last week. This is sweet potato sourdough wrap. I'm gonna make some wraps. I'm gonna make my version of a burrito and put some rice in there with this. And so I usually do this offline. I make a sauce. I don't have mayo in my house. I still have like the Greek yogurt. So the same sauce I made for the Greek yogurt pasta, that is literally the same thing I made for my. It's so delicious. It really is. Right? So that's it. Again, we made a little sauce to accompany this. Simple, easy, delicious. If you don't season this all the way through, like thoroughly, it's fine. You have your sauce to make up with it. Just toss it up in the sauce and you're fine. Okay. Well, yeah, because I still have kingfish and we're going to make some kingfish again. But that is it. This has been good. This is good. I'm actually happy I did this. It's early. You get to do other stuff and let them chill. But again, you get nice chunks of shrimp in this throughout. That's why I don't use the food processor anymore. I just use my knife, chunk it up. You got a good bite. If you wanted to make them bigger, you can make them bigger. But y'all know shrimp shrinks, okay? And shrimp is expensive. Little goes a long way. a little goes along. Okay. So, any questions, class? What y'all saying? Thanks, Q. Okay, you were running all over. Nice. Looking for kingfish. Love it. Gonna make shrimp balls for dinner. So ooh, nice. Yes, when you make it, post it on the community tab. Let me see. I am excited. I absolutely am excited. That's what the community tab is about. We are doing a pantry challenge. We've been doing this challenge since November. We took a break in December because we bought Christmas food. And now everything that was purchased in December is now carrying over to January. And now we're in February. So, whatever meals you make out of your pantry, post them on the community tab so that we can enjoy the creativity because I want to see food. I do. Oh yes, basmati rice. Definitely, I definitely here for that. That sounds like a good dinner to me. That really sounds good. I have brown rice and I'm gonna use my brown rice. But no, that actually sounds good. That absolutely sounds good. So yes, post them. Let me see what you guys are doing. You can post them weekly. I just haven't posted any of those meals because again, I've been busy. I just take bits and pieces. There's no video of it. It's just bits and pieces because I made the staples. The staples were all videos, proteins were all videos and stuff like that. But meal wise, I kind of just grab and go. Easy peasy for me. Okay. Now that we're done, that's it. Thanks for joining, T. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. But that is it. We are done for the day. I will see you back here next week for your weekly live stream. We're gonna do, but we're gonna do something fun. Okay. But thanks for showing up, T. Appreciate it. Thanks, Juliana. Carson, appreciate you. You're brand new to me, so I appreciate you. Miss Perfection, you already know. Any new subscribers, shout out to you. Any new viewers, shout out to you. Okay. If you have any questions, hit me up on my community tab or Instagram or in the comments, wherever, whatever. But that is it. And I will see you guys here next week. Okay. Juliana, don't forget to post your meal because I want to see it. Okay, bye.